This is my second Reddit video, so I'm going to read Meow 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 entitled Meow. So I'm going to start now. My mother-in-law was an awful entitled mother. Her and her daughter used to try everything they could to make me freak out. I never gave her the satisfaction of yelling at her or arguing with her, but my sister is not one to back down from someone acting like a spoiled toddler. Also, my sister has a very unconventional way of dealing with crazy folks. One day my sister had come over to my house. We were watching TV with our kids, so that meant Sesame Street, The Electric Company, and Mr. Rogers. All great shows, by the way. There was one hand puppet kitty cat on Mr. Rogers that would meow while saying something. For instance, it would say, meow meow meow, friend, meow, when it was asking someone to be its friend. For some odd reason, this hit us both as hilarious, and we began doing this to the kids, like asking, meow meow meow, hungry, meow? We kept it up all afternoon, just being silly. The kids loved it. Later after dinner, I went to drive sis home. She wanted to stop for a soda on the way to her house, so we did. To my dismay, my mother-in-law was in the convenience store where we stopped. This woman immediately started being awful to me. She said, "Oh my God, why are you out so late?" It was 9 p.m. What are you even doing here? Does my son know where you are? Are you buying alcohol? We were each holding a soda. Does my son know you're out buying alcohol? She knew I never drank. Are you going to drive all in that shape? Where are my grandkids? Lord, this woman was exhausting. Before I could even open my mouth to answer, my sister stepped up to her and said to her, "Meow meow meow, stupid meow." My mother-in-law stared at her for a few seconds before stammering, "What?" To which my sister said, "Ah, meow meow meow, bitch, meow." To this point, several other people near us started snickering. Without another word, my mother-in-law turned on her heels and stomped out of the store. I hadn't said a single word to her. Hadn't really gotten the chance. I took my sister and nephew home after that. Nephew had been off looking at the candy bars in the store and had missed it all. By the time I had gotten home, my mother-in-law had called my hubby, pre-cell phone days, and had told him my sister and I had been drunk in public and was also rude to her. He knew better, though, so he asked me what had really happened. He laughed so hard after I told him that he had tears in his eyes. To this day, my husband and my brothers will say, "Meow meow meow, bitch, meow," to anyone being unreasonable. The next one is called, "My stepbrother, who was about to have a second child, felt he had the right to comment on how wasteful it is for me to have pets. I did not want to run into him. I had managed to avoid my stepbrother and his wife for a year, but I did yesterday afternoon. I was at my dad's place to drop off a few things that he had needed. That's when stepbro and his wife walked in. They had recently announced that they are having another baby. I had sent them a text congratulating them, but apparently that wasn't enough, and they had whined to my dad about how I wasn't enthusiastic enough. When I saw them yesterday, our interaction began cordially enough. I asked how sister-in-law was doing, etc. Then my dad asked me to stay for dinner. I declined as I had to take my dog to the vet. He has a temperature. I mentioned that I had taken the day off from work to deliver my dad's things and to take care of my dog. My stepbrother scoffed at this and commented that it's dumb to spend money on an animal, that they can self-heal, and in this day and age, it's just wasteful to keep pets because there's such scarcity in this world. Now, I know that he and sister-in-law are planning to have 4 kids, because they've mentioned it many times. But I've never commented on it, so I fail to understand why he had the right to comment negatively on me having and caring for pets, something that doesn't have nearly as much environmental impact as having multiple biological children. So I snapped back. Well, if you're so worried about scarcity of resources, why the hell are you creating another human being? Why would you add to the world's overpopulation? Take a long, hard look at your own actions before commenting on what I'm doing with my life. Then I stormed out. Apparently, I am the villain of the story because my sister-in-law cried her eyes out after I left. And my phone gas has been bombarded with messages from my dad, my stepbrother, and even sister-in-law's sister, whom I simply told to go fuck herself. In so many words. I've decided to ignore the messages from my dad and stepbrother. I don't think I'll be speaking to my stepbrother and sister-in-law for a very long time. Possibly for years. I'll stay in touch with my dad, but only to make sure he's okay. I just needed to vent. Thank you for reading. Edit, fix the spelling error. Edit 2. To all those people who commented and DM'd me that I overreacted, this isn't the first time that my stepbrother has said shit like this. In the past, he's often told me that I'm wasting money when he saw me buying beds, toys, and even food for my pets. He was actually jealous of my parents' dog, Dennis, when he was alive. He didn't like all the attention that Dennis got from my stepmom. So when he told me I shouldn't take care of my dog, I decided to give him a tongue lashing. Thank you guys so much for watching. The second one was a bit long, so this video is already 6 minutes long, but I'll just leave it right there. So I hope you guys have a nice day. Bye!